Welcome again, Regan's Corner sports athletes and Regan's Corner podcast viewers. One of my favorite athletes I've ever covered with any broadcast, Tommy Sullivan from South Central and South Bend Adams. So, Tommy, how are you doing and how is it popping?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, what's the kind of outlook in both sports in your senior year here coming up? It's crazy to say that because I still remember you as a freshman.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make the most of it and have a lot of fun and work towards the most success I can have for my teams and individually. And because I don't know if I'm gonna play, which one I'm gonna play after. So really trying to make the most of both.
Absolutely. So we kind of talked about that a little bit, but so how did you start in hockey?
So my parents had season tickets to Notre Dame hockey in South Bend, and so I was going to games at a young age, and I really loved it. So I wanted to start playing, and I ended up playing when I was 4, and fell in love with the game and been playing it ever since.
Absolutely. You kind of just talked about your two loves with baseball and hockey. So right now, which one's your favorite?
Uh, normally sometimes it goes back and forth between the seasons, and uh, but I've always liked hockey just a little more. Gained a little more interest in hockey over the years, and yeah, it's my favorite.
Okay, I like it. I like it. So what can you take on on the ice and then go with your baseball season and vice versa? What kind of how they combine with the two sports?
Um, well, definitely the team environment. Uh, Definitely got to be a team player on both on the ice and on the field, and bring the energy. And yeah, and then both sports require some athleticism and some skills and talents, and they can go hand in hand.
Absolutely. So how did you start in the game of baseball?
Uh, so I've lived in Hannah my whole life, and so I joined the Hannah T-ball league when I was 5, and then from there I played some travel ball for from 9U until high school, and then of course high school ball.
Absolutely. So did that travel ball kind of help you develop into the great first baseman that you are and infielder that you are?
Yeah, I definitely gained a lot of knowledge and experience from my travel ball playing days, and definitely could apply it to who I am as a player today.
Absolutely. So you had 3 years under Coulter. You have a new coach here in your senior year. What's kind of the vibe like with the new coach here?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We all know we got some good talent on the team, and should be pretty excited. We got to meet him last week, and that went well. So we're excited to see what he can offer and what we can do together this upcoming season.
Absolutely. So that stacked senior class once again. Last year didn't end the way you guys wanted it to, but does that kind of help you with that 2A sectional, that kind of revenge tour, as you guys were uh, literally a runner on third from going to state in the previous year?
Yeah, both last year's sectional, uh, our first year in our 2A sectional loss, and then our heartbreaking semi-state loss definitely puts a chip on our shoulder and gives us more motivation. And this year we'll definitely be looking to win the first ever 2A sectional in South Central baseball history, and looking forward to meeting our expectations unlike we did last year.
Absolutely. So, um, Yeah, I mean, watching you guys in the last 3 years, just great brand baseball with that junior class, now senior class, freshman class. So I, as the owner and founder of Regan's Corner, I want to say thank you to you guys' class. You're kind of what built here at Regan's Corner throughout the years. So I'm going to say thank you to you guys because we got our start through you with baseball. But um, let's get a little bit more to you. Okay. So that kind of travel ball and kind of all that stuff. Um, which one did you kind of like more, baseball or hockey in that seasons?
Yeah, during my travel ball and travel hockey uh, years, definitely bounced back season to season. When it was baseball season, I was in full baseball mode, and baseball was my favorite, and then vice versa with hockey.
Absolutely. So um, I know there's some superstitions out there in hockey that are out there. So Tommy, do you have any superstitions with hockey or baseball?
Yeah, with hockey, I always put my skates on a certain way. I start with my left, put my left one on, then put my right one on, then I tie my right, and then I tie my left. And then, of course, you got a tape job on your stick. I do it the same way every time. I haven't changed it since I started playing. And then with baseball, I don't wear any batting gloves, no eye black, no sunglasses. I just go with the plain jersey and pants and no extras. That's kind of a little superstition I have with the baseball side. And then, of course, don't step on the line.
I mean, you can't step on the line on a baseball field. That's bad luck anywhere. But in your senior year, okay, I got to ask this since it's coming up another 6, 7 months. What's going to be your walk up song?
Well, I I have a few ideas already. I've already looked ahead of that, and uh, we're gonna make it a surprise because to be honest, I haven't decided. It's down to three or four, but I think I got the one in mind. But we'll leave it to a surprise.
Absolutely. Can't wait to watch you guys in your senior year. Um, and I can't wait to see what your walk up song will be. But okay, so let's see here, Tommy. Um, what's your favorite position in hockey?
Well, I'm a center and love playing center, taking face off and being the defensive minded forward while also being offensively minded. So yeah, center. I like center a lot. I used to play defense until probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I switched forward and kind of took off with it and loved it. I love it way more than defense. I never thought I'd change from a defenseman, but yeah, now I'm playing center and I love it a lot.
Absolutely. So, what's your like when you have that big hit? What's kind of your celebration, or is it just kind of like you are on the baseball field, kind of like that old school kind of guy, where it's kind of like go to the next play?
Yeah, I mean, gotta take every play by play, and you love getting a big hit in there, but doesn't matter if you don't get the puck afterwards, right? So definitely want to like giving big hits, and but can't really celebrate them because you got to move on to the next play right away.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I gotta ask this. Okay, I know you're a big hockey guy for Notre Dame. Okay, but which one's gonna have a better year, Notre Dame football or Notre Dame hockey?
Um, it's always hard to say because there's a bunch of factors that are unpredictable. during the season. I mean, injuries and whatnot. And but man, love watching both Notre Dame hockey and baseball, and or hockey and football and baseball. But um, let's hope they both have great years and they both win the national championship. How about that?
That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great. But okay, what's your favorite kind of number? Okay, either baseball wise or hockey wise.
So in hockey, I wear number 92. There's not really a big significance to it. I just like the number, and since high school, I've had number 92, and it's been my number. But eight's my favorite number. It's a family number. My dad used to wear it. My sister wore it in softball, and I'm wearing it, and now even my nephew's wearing it in t-ball and his soccer. So eight's definitely a family number with a lot of significance to me, and it's definitely my favorite sports number.
Absolutely. And with your family all over being satellite alums, what kind of things were you kind of growing up with and kind of when you were developing as a great hitter as you are right now that you kind of learned from your sisters, brothers, and kind of your dad from kind of the mechanics of all the stuff?
Yeah, my dad was a huge help, probably the most, definitely the most, because he played in high school and he went on to play in college, and he had a little coaching experience. So yeah, definitely my dad helped out a lot, and definitely wouldn't be where I am today without him. Uh, my sister actually played first base in softball, so no, they're different sports, but definitely can learn from each other in those aspects. And def- also, my brother played a little first base in his day too, so I actually used his first baseman's mitt uh, for my first 3 years in high school ball. It was his old mitt. It was, I mean, it's not the greatest mitt, but it's a family mitt, and loved using it until it broke. Now I got to get a new mitt for my senior year. Can't use the family mitt, but yeah, family definitely helped with my baseball, and especially towards the first base area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, uh, with us doing both schools in Hebron and South Central, what are some things with Regan's Corner that you guys kind of liked over at Satellite Land since we started with your guys' sport and we started your freshman year?
Yeah, we always love when you cover the games. Uh, gives us something to look back on, and we love the support that you give us, especially that core of players you're talking about, us seniors. You're thankful for us, but we're thankful for you, and what you do for broadcasting and interviews and such.
Absolutely. Uh, I mean, after that great moment, a fly had just had to get in my face. But speaking of that, okay, you showed a little bit more power last year. Okay, a little bit more of the juice because we saw that a little bit with the Porter County championship in your sophomore year. But last year there were some bombs, especially at Morgan Township. What was going through your mind in that at bat last year when you hit that dinger almost in the woods or in the woods?
Yeah, it's funny because actually on the bus ride there, I had this weird feeling that I was gonna hit a home run to left field, and sometimes you get those feelings, and you're like, oh, they're just feeling, but this one felt more real, and I told one of my buddies before the game, and then it happened, and I was like, wow, it actually came true. And just I struck out my first two at bats. Jack Wheeler, a lot of respect for him. He struck me out 3 times this year. Uh, I only went 1 for 5 against them, and so I didn't get down on myself and come up for my third at bat. Got myself in a full count and thought, shoot, he might strike me out a fourth time, but I got a pitch I could hit and put all I had into it, and luckily it went out. Uh, and then, yeah, my buddies were like, "That feeling came true, didn't it?" And I'm like, "Yep." So it was
Absolutely.
kind of funny.
Absolutely. So, looking forward to the PCC season and with baseball, it's very early. We're in August right now, but who are you kind of marking on your calendar for baseball?
Yeah, definitely taking it game by game, and got to win game by game to get the round robin. And of course, we got to get our revenge against Hebron and Boone. Uh, didn't like not getting a win against Hebron last year. Definitely not a good taste in our mouth. And then Boone Grove, I mean, last 3 years they've been top tier team, and we put up fights with them and back and forth, and uh, this year's got to be us. So definitely Hebron and Boone Grove, but got to look out for the other 5 teams as well.
Absolutely, because Morgan Township still kind of creeping up there with Jack Wheeler. That could be a sneaky team. Uh, the only team you really don't have to really look like in the very much is your arch rival in Tri Township at the moment. But that's pretty much the only one in the Porter County that you don't have to like look kind of sidewise. So talking a little bit about that Hebron game last year, the first one. So what was kind of the mindset going into that game?
Yeah, with Hebron being our second to last PCC round robin game, we had Boone Grove to finish it off. There's definitely some minds that were wandering over the game to the Boone Grove game, but we talked about it, got it in check, and really wanted to focus in on the Hebron game first, and then finish it off. Uh, but well, actually, excuse me, I'm wrong. Hebron game was our last PCC game, but we were looking forward to the PCC tournament, I should say, and but we really needed to win that Hebron game to make sure we got the uh, round robin champion. And it was a rough start, but we battled back and heartbreaking finish, being one run away, and uh, crazy play by Trevor Roy. Uh, he recovered, but yeah, still we're co-champions, but did not. I did not like that. I don't like sharing.
I mean, with the core that you guys have, uh, I wouldn't like Sharon either. You got the Rooster. You got uh, Bradley Farrell. Hopefully, he's healthier this year. You got yourself. You got Hanchar. Uh, TC stepped in a little bit of a role last year with the seniors going. So you got great senior class. I think you're gonna have a great year this year, um, because what I've heard, you guys have an improvement on your head coach with Jones. So I think it's going to be more where your guys' skill base is going to really pop out uh, than last 3 years, which you guys almost went to state. Okay, and if you guys went 1A, I think you guys would have went to state this year. So let's see here. Okay, now hockey. Okay, so what are some of the goals for the Eagles this year and South Bend Adams, and what should I expect coming to your hockey games this year, or coming to a few, or how many games I'm going to make it this year to one of your hockey games, or a bunch of them. So what should I expect?
Yeah, definitely expect some fast pace, physical play. It's what high school hockey is all about. It's what hockey in general is all about. So definitely expect that. Uh, we lost a lot of seniors, some really good players last year on Adams. So definitely want our young guys to step up, and us. We have a another big senior class coming in with myself. So us seniors need to step up and be leaders, and then have some young guys fill some roles. So definitely it will be an interesting season, and expect us to go hard the whole way.
Absolutely. So, what colleges are you looking at?
I got a few I've looked at: Purdue, Valpo, and Trine, and then also Western Michigan University. And yeah,
Okay, I like it. I like it. A lot of Division One schools there, and a very great school in Trine. Okay, so you're gonna be set. So, what major are you kind of looking at currently?
exercise science or kinesiology, and I could use that to become a physical therapist if I go back to school after.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. So, Tommy, we're going to our last segment here. Okay, the hot corner. Okay, no puns intended here on Regan's corner. So, okay, what's your favorite sports movie of all time?
That one's easy. It's Miracle, about the 1980 Olympic hockey team that won gold.
A great movie with Kurt Russell in it. So, what's your go-to fast food place?
Ooh, Raising Cane's, chicken fingers. Yeah.
Okay, okay, solid, solid. What's your favorite place visiting or going to play in baseball and travel ball?
Ooh, uh, Gary Real Cats was real nice. Uh, and I'm trying to think. I know there's way more places. Did get to play at VU uh, before, and then travel across the states and see other ballparks. It was nice.
Absolutely. But I'll agree with you. The Rail Cats was pretty nice. I mean, especially the press box. I mean, I didn't have it was pretty good up there. But let's see here. Okay, during baseball season, do you miss getting hit with kind of like a big hit that you would take during hockey season?
Oh yeah, for sure. With baseball not really being a contact sport, definitely miss the contact and physical play of hockey. But yeah,
Absolutely. So, how did you start at South Bend Adams?
so my eighth grade year before I would go into high school, since South Central doesn't have a hockey team, I entered the draft, the high school draft for Michiana High School Hockey League, that conference up in South Bend, and it was between South Bend Riley and Adams to pick me, and I got put on Adams, and was very very happy that I got put on Adams, and been an Eagle since.
Absolutely. Uh, Go Birds, by the way. Go Birds. Uh, let's see here. What's the go-to snack after a game?
After a game, after a game, it's normally a meal, but before games, like a little sandwich and some chips and
Nice, nice. Okay, so since you're kind of a utility player in baseball. What's your favorite position to play on the diamond?
First base, easy.
Nice.
First base, I fell in love with it, playing it, and like I said, runs in the family, and uh, really love first base and the plays over there.
Absolutely. So, what was your thoughts about pitching a little bit more last year than you usually have in years past?
Yeah, with our senior class the previous year, graduating, lost some good pitchers. So I got some work, some bullpen work in, and some arm care in with Coach Farrell. He did a really good job with me and helped me improve a lot. Very thankful for that. And yeah, I never thought I would be pitching up to 30 innings in a season after only pitching maybe five my first 2 years. So definitely felt good to get on the mound, and I'm excited for it my senior year.
Absolutely. Okay. And as a fan next year, I can't wait to see you pitch a little bit more and stuff like that. Um, but uh, what's your favorite pitch to pitch?
Uh, Kind of depends on the situation and the hitter. Uh, if I'm up against one of my buddies, it's kind of fun to throw certain pitches and see their reaction. Uh, just pitch sequencing in general is pretty fun. At first, I didn't have a real good curveball, but Coach Farrell helped me with that, and it's become a fun pitch to throw. And then didn't really have a changeup, so uh, changeup grip wasn't working. I couldn't locate it, so before the season started, I started practicing a split finger changeup, split fastball, and that acted as my changeup. That's a fun one to throw, especially when it's working. But that's any pitch. When any pitch is working, it's fun to throw. So
Absolutely. So I'm gonna put you on the spot here, Tommy. Okay. So first, what do you think your hockey record's gonna be?
ooh, uh, hard to predict. Uh, Especially with losing a lot of seniors. Don't really know who's going to step up. So I don't know if I'm going to make that prediction. Pretty hard to predict when you got a fresh set of freshmen coming in. So thinking we'll do all right. Uh, Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Okay. So what's your baseball prediction?
Baseball prediction: we're gonna win a lot of games, and yeah, we're gonna go far in the postseason. We're gonna have a better year than we've had the last 3 years, and definitely this core is gonna take us a long way, and with the help of our new coach, Coach Jones. So definitely looking forward to what improvements we can make, and definitely have high expectations for baseball as always with this core.
Absolutely. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this one. Okay. Which one's your favorite broadcast here at Regan's Corner, or those broadcasters up north with the PCC one game that they broadcast in your career? Which one's your favorite?
What's that? Up north?
Up north, yeah. So the region.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I've. Do I know the region?
Regional sports.
Well, I'm liking Reagan's Corner.
Okay. Me too. Me too. I like me some Regan's Corner as well. So Tom, Tommy boy. Okay. So we're gonna try to broadcast 20 some sports for you guys this year, like we did first 2 years. And then we're going to end probably our broadcasting through you guys because it's just right um, to end with people we started with here at South Central. So, um, and you're always welcome here. And as an athlete, you're always welcome to any of our NIL stuff or anything like that in your college ball. So if you choose to go with baseball or choose to go with hockey, we'll always be around for any help that you want or need, or even research on companies that you want to kind of partner with. So, uh, looking how you started in your freshman year uh, and kind of seeing hockey wise through your dad and mom throughout the years and stuff like that, I thank you and I thank your class for sure. And as a satellite alum, I'm always going to say go satellites. Okay. I'm always going to root you guys. Okay. Even when you guys play Hebron, and I will be secretly rooting for all of you guys. So, yeah. So, stay froggy, my friend.
Go Satellites.
Go satellites.